Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a planning slash organizing video. As you guys can see, I have my planner here. I'm going to be showing you guys just how I stay organized and on schedule. So I'm using this planner that was actually gifted to me by Morgan, my best friend. I'm not sure where she got it from, but I absolutely love this planner. So I'm just starting off by going on to my school's kind of like the program that we use for our classes. It's called Canvas. I know schools either use Canvas or like Blackboard. And then I'm taking these 5 highlighters because I have 5 classes. And that's just basically how I keep my assignments and things in order. I'll just highlight them for whatever class it corresponds with. And that's pretty much how I organize within my planner. So I'm just logging on to Canvas and seeing what classes I have. I also have these colored pens, so you can have like colored pens, of course a black one, and then highlighters. So yeah, I use this pink highlighter to cross out the days, and so I'm a little bit behind. So I was checking to see what the date was, and the day I did this was the 13th, so I was just crossing out a couple of days to catch up. And so with this quarantine, I have events that were like crossed out on my calendar that I knew months in advance about. So that's why you see like a couple of like scratched out things in my planner. But yeah, that's also why my planner looks very like empty and bland, because we're not at school, so there's like not a lot going on. And so this is today's date, the 13th. So yeah, I have a couple of things, like a couple of assignments, a couple of bills. But that's pretty much it. It would be much more filled if we were at school, because my school has a lot of events throughout the week and things like that. So this is what the weekly like schedule looks like. This is how they organize it by week. And so this is a previous week. I'm just showing you guys what it looks like typically, like, you know, once everything is in order and filled out and highlighted. So this was, I think, 2 weeks ago. And so they have like different sections. So you have like a networking section, an inspiration section, self-care, and then they break up each day so you can write what you need to do every day. Yeah, so as you can see, I have the different colors for highlighters for classes. Same thing with this week. So this was just last week, and then this is this current week that I need to do. So at the top of every week, there's a mantra that you can set for the week. And so I like to do that first. And so I usually go on this app that I have called Eternal Sunshine, because they have like a little section of daily mantras that I like to look at. So that's what I was doing here and drinking my smoothie. And so I just clicked on there and I kind of looked through and see if there were any that I wanted to write for the following week, or like the week coming up. And so I didn't find anything on there that I really liked. So I just went to Google and I typed in daily mantras and just clicked the first one that popped up. And once I clicked that link, I just kind of scrolled through. They gave me a lot. And so when I do this, I just kind of pick whatever one that stands out based on what I'm currently kind of going through, or you know, my current like feelings. Like if I'm feeling very fearful this week, well, at the moment, I'll, you know, pick a quote that has to do with being fearless, or, you know, I just kind of make it correlate to what I have going on in my life at the time. And so I think this day I particularly picked one that kind of went hand in hand with like what's going on in the world. Because it's slowly starting to affect me mentally. It's getting way bigger than I thought. And so it's kind of like stressful, frustrating when, you know, you're doing your part, but not everyone is. So it kind of holds us all back, as you guys are, I'm sure, aware of. And so I went with this one that says, worrying doesn't make the problem go away, focusing on the goal does. And so I just wrote this one at the top there. And so now I'm just going to go in and fill the little boxes out underneath. So I'm doing the Better Together box first, which I take as like a networking box. So like anything that I want to do that involves networking or reaching out to people. So like I have called my grandfather because he complains that I don't call him enough. So yeah, things like that. And then the next box has like inspo. So any podcasts I want to listen to, any books I want to read. I'm currently reading The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, and I love that book. So I'm going to continue to read that until I'm done. And then I'll hopefully read more books. I have a whole book list that I can choose from. So, and then the last box, self-care, I just put things that I want to do for self-care. But that can mean anything. A lot of people feel like self-care is just like massage and nails done. Yeah, I put like to exfoliate and do a mask, but I also want to eat 3 times a day. And I want to get good sleep. Like I really don't sleep now with this quarantine. Like my schedule is ridiculous. So yeah, those are just some things that I've decided to write. And then underneath you can set 3 goals for the week or focus on 3 goals. And so I have like to upload my videos, edit my videos, and a couple other things. But after you set your goals, you can go ahead and give yourself a timeline. So although I'm writing it this week, I don't have to complete it by this week. So say I want to lose like 5 pounds. I can write that for one of my goals, but I can say like for my timing, lose 5 pounds in 3 weeks. But all of these were goals that I wanted to complete by this week, so I just gave myself like a day. So, you know. And then here is my to-do list, and then my notes on notes on notes. And then I decided to make my key for my classes again. I do this every week just so I can have the key right there, because sometimes I do forget which colors go with which class. And so I'm just doing that over. And so as I do my to-do list, I just kind of go back to previous weeks, because if there are things that I didn't complete the week before, I'll just drag them over to this week, which I try not to do a lot of, honestly. And this calendar or planner kind of holds me accountable, because once you do your to-do list, and once the end of the week comes, it makes you write how many to-dos that you did out of how many that you wrote, if that makes sense. So like in this little circle here, you'll write like 9 out of 13 to-dos were completed. So you hold yourself accountable, which I really like. And then over here, I kind of added like my Zoom meetings online. I also like to add what I eat for the day. So like every bullet is like a different meal, because as you guys seen, I'm trying to eat 3 times a day. When I'm in the house all day, I tend not to eat. And if I eat, I only eat like once or twice. And so I was just writing in what I ate for the day. So I had a green smoothie, and then I had my leftover Chipotle bowl. So that is that. And then once I do things that are on my days, I just check it off. So I did my quiz already. That's done. And then the rest of the week, I have a couple of assignments due, a test, and then as you can see, they're highlighted. So and in the front of this planner, I have a small like vision board. I did it the other day with the little magazine scraps that I had. This is my goals page, and then this planner also gives you what they call days of notes. So I have like all the national days, like literally everything, like National Send a Card to a Friend Day, National balloon day, and then of course all the holidays. So I think that's really cool feature. So and for my ladies out there, if you all are able to find this planner, this is what it's called, Women with the Plan. I guess it's kind of geared towards women, I'm not sure, but that is the name of the planner. And so I'm just going back to my canvas again, checking my messages, making sure I didn't miss any assignments or any updated tests, just any updates as far as my classes. Once I do that, I will go to my school email, my student email, and check and see if there are any forms I need to turn in or any updates about registration, for example, and I will add those to my planner. So again, all I use are my highlighters and my colored pens, and then of course my planner. And that's pretty much how I stay organized. As far as my classes, I will have, oh, that's whiteout, which I really don't use, but yeah. As far as my classes, I'll keep my work in these 2 spiral notebooks, and I just find that easiest for me versus having a binder. And that is how I stay organized pretty much. And then flipping over to the phone, I keep all of my online class meetings, like my Zoom meetings, on my phone calendar. And I have like alerts set for them to remind me, that I have class. So I keep that on my phone, as well as anything else, like my credit card bill, like when my bill cycle ends, things like that. What else? I also have my email on my phone, so I get notifications as well. So if I miss something, like, on the computer, or if I'm out, well, not out right now because we're quarantined, but if I'm like just walking around the house and I don't have my laptop open, but I have emails, I can check them on my phone. Many ladies know about this app called Flow. This is how I stay organized for my girl, so I use that as well. And if you don't know about it, I would definitely recommend it. It's a great app. You can add plenty of detail, and it definitely keeps you on track. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I will see you all in my next video.